Sway.
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 In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Shay goes by.
Wake your punk ass up. That
Crust out, y'all.
There it is. DNA from Queens, ladies and gentlemen.
Billy.
We are not done.
Look, the best that they ever seen. Every line, every scheme, down to the wordplay. Been doing this since 17. Niggas spelling like Martin, but they can never dream. I'm like Malcolm, I X you by any means. They said I couldn't get money, you see a check that's mean. How dare you doubt me? Now I'm getting heavy cream. Dairy heavy cream, nigga my Beretta mean. Look how many shots his mascot trying to rep his team. Hoping, waiting, scoping, hating. You rappers, I passed you. Mason, don't know who you facing. I'm Michael, I'm Freddie, I'm Jason, I'm Marlon, I'm Sean, I'm Keenan, my way in.
This boy right here.
Yeah.
This man right here.
Tell him.
This king right here.
Come on.
This God right here.
Yo.
Let me read you some facts, Mike Muse.
Yes.
I know you a fat guy.
Yes, love facts. It's not like you said he's a fat guy.
Fucked up, yo.
Thanks, DB. I'm sorry, man. I love you, Mike. I'm just clarifying that you said a fact guy. Yeah.
According to Verse Tracker, this is a website that archives rap battles and tabulates the statistics behind them. There's a Queens, New York rap battle. I ain't even gonna say battle, just rapper veteran who has generated almost 48, probably more by now, over 48 million views across 91 battles. He averages over 500,000 views per battle.
Damn.
The most viewed battle rapper in history is the one and only DNA, ladies and gentlemen, and he's here with us right now. DNA! What's up, brother?
What's going on? What's going on, man?
How you been, man?
Chilling, man. I've
Man.
just been working hard, man.
Congratulations, man. You are the Michael Jordan of battle raps posted on the internet.
Thank you. I like that. I mean, Mike, that's a hard shoe to fill,
shit,
but
yeah, man.
I'll take it.
Yeah, right.
I'm not going to take it.
He didn't back off. I'll tell you that. People don't realize that battle rap was an essential part of YouTube's rise. Like most of the views, majority of the views when YouTube first came to exist was being brought by people, through rap music and hip hop. And so for you to be the most viewed battle rapper to date, man, that's a pretty big. That's like when teams three-peat in the NBA championship. There's only a few have been able to do that. That's a big accomplishment, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, that's all you got for me. Huh?
Yeah.
He a humble fellow, yo.
No speech, no nothing. Where did it all start for you? Because now we got the Silver Cup mixtape that we're going to be talking about. But, we always talk to you about battle rapping, but that's not what this is about now.
Yeah.
This is about a full body of work.
Nice.
This is something you've always mentioned to me that you want to show people that this is another side to this. That's something I do, but this is something else I do. But where did it all start, man? Who were your early influences?
Well, coming up in music, I used to listen to hip hop, but I won't say I became in love with it. I fell in love with it around the time like when 50 Cent and G Unit when they became popular. So like 2002, 2003, I was like 12 in like the 7th grade, and that's when all the mixtapes was popular. DJ Clue, Street Wars, all that stuff. So it was like a bunch of Lloyd Banks and 50 Cent freestyles. And when I just kept hearing them, well, in particular Lloyd Banks, like that form of rap, like punchlines, that's what like, oh, this is, because usually when you hear stuff on the radio, I'm like, that stuff was, at that time, was like too far-fetched for me to feel like I could do it. But when I started hearing them spit those back-to-back punchlines, I'm like, yo, this is it. Let me try to do this. And then I just started freestyling. And then from there, once I started getting into hip-hop, because my main thing was, that's all I knew. So when I used to talk to people, I'm like, yo, Lloyd Banks is the best. They're like, oh, you never heard of Jadakiss? You never heard of Fab? You never heard of Big L? You never heard of Lord Finn? So after that, that's when I started doing my research on everybody. So that's how I got to it. Yeah.
He did research. Ooh.
Keyword.
I like that you actually did the research. Who were you before you started rapping? Or were you like a snot-nosed kid? Or were you like a neighborhood bully? Like, who were you?
Nah. I mean, I always used to love music, but I never did music. So, I mean, I used to just play basketball, play baseball, hang out on the block, talk to my friends. It was other people that I seen rap, but at the time, like, I just thought that was so far fetched for me to do. So, you know, I was just chilling. And then once I heard those mixtapes, I came outside to like one of my friends freestyling. But the first time I acted like what Lloyd Banks wrote was my stuff. So I just started freestyling it. Like, yo, DNA. Well, not at the time. They're like, yo, Eric is mad nice or whatever. And then they heard it on the radio like the same day. and then the embarrassment of it was what made me be like, yo, I'm going to actually try to come up with my own stuff. And then I started battling people. And, yeah, for like the first year and a half of me rapping, I didn't even write rhymes down. I used to just freestyle. Then I started writing it down, yeah. But now I don't write it down again either. But it was a period where I felt like for me to improve my writing, I had to write it down.
Yeah.
And then when I felt like I got to a level of, all right, I can do this, now I just come up with it in my head. But it was like 5 years, from like 14 to like 19, I was writing it down.
Mike Muse, you just wave at me?
No, Kelly walked by.
Somebody walked by?
Kelly walked by.
Sorry. Yo, so I'm trying to get to know DNA even better here, man. You
man.
waving. You hear that, man? You see this? So your family, like, you come from a big family, a small family? Or?
Yeah, I mean, my family's big, but the people that I was close to is very small because in New York, it's just the immediate circle. It's my uncle, my grandma, my mom, my sister, and my dad at the time. But my pops passed when I was 9. So from then on, it was just really my mom and my grandma. My uncle, you know, he was going through his own things in life, so he was in and out. I mean, now me and him have a great relationship or whatever as I got older. But growing up, it was really just my mom and my grandma.
So did you have any like illegal capers in your legacy, man? You did the street shit, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but you know, like me, I'm a logical dude, so everything I did was logic. It was never because somebody else told me, yo, DNA, you should do this. This is cool. It was more like, you know, my mom was on Section 8. My mom was on SSI. So I'm like, my dad's died, so how else are we going to get the money? So I did shit that I shouldn't have done or, you know, things like that. But it was never because, I seen him do that and that's cool. I was never that type of person.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but obviously, like, one of the things that really switched the whole dynamic of who I am is when I got into a fight and I had actually lost my tooth because it was a serious situation for the fact of I was on probation from something else. So when my tooth got knocked out, I really wasn't able to retaliate the way I wanted to because if I did, I was going to get sent away.
Right.
So from that moment, I just had a lot of time to think. And then when I'm thinking about it, I'm like, all right, cool. He snuck me, knocked out my tooth, but is this really worth it for me to spend time, you know, in jail or juvenile time at the time? Because I was like 15, and then I was like, no. And from that moment, I'm like, you know what? Me even being around people like this, I don't really feel like this is my alley. Like, I don't want to go down this lane. So from then on, I just totally went the opposite way, and that's when I really started saying, yo, you know what? I'm gonna become a rapper.
Can I ask something? Because, you know, often we hear stories about people who have to do what they got to do, you know what I'm saying, resort to the streets and sell and whatever. But we never talk about how the hell do you get out of the game? How do you leave that life?
I mean, I was never, don't get it twisted.
I know you wasn't like, you know,
Ross
Escobar
or
or some
nothing.
shit like that.
You wasn't a kingpin?
Yeah, I wasn't no
Okay.
kingpin where it was like, yo, my life is on the line. But, you know, it was more so one of those things like the dude that I actually fought that knocked out my tooth, I was blood, so he was blood too. And, you know, it wasn't because of that. It was actually because of something stupid. But after we fought, it was just like, I mean, obviously, you kind of know after we fight and my tooth got knocked out, I'm definitely not going to just come back with a missing tooth and be like, yo, I'm still under you. So after that was just really over.
But you still got the tooth missing.
Yeah, I mean, I got the tooth back, but then it was just like, I don't know. I feel like people felt like it wasn't DNA.
Right.
So
I love it.
I just kind of just, you know.
You like it, Tracy?
Yeah, I think it's rather charming.
Charming. So
I mean, like, for me personally, right, at first, I was kind of like iffy, like, yo, for instance, even coming up here, you know, because when you get told the handbook of the industry, it's like you have to be a certain way with a certain image. But as the internet came about, you know, you just see all type of people that if they have something going, it works. But before it was work, before you knew about the internet, I kind of had that persona in my mind, like, well, maybe I won't be able to get that far with a missing tooth. But then it was like when I started battling, that was the reason why people knew me. Like, before they would say DNA, they'd be like, yo, that dude with the missing tooth? Yeah. So I'm like, all right, it's working to my advantage. Like, for instance, it was an interview that Jay Mills did, and this is like 7 years ago. And he didn't know my name. He was just like, yo, the dude with the missing tooth. So I'm like, yo, if you know what I'm saying, it works. And then after that, it's just like, I've never had a door closed because of my tooth being missing. So I just realized, like, I guess, you know, if you're that talented or people respect what you do, then it really doesn't matter. So,
you know what it is, too? It shows a very high comfort level. with yourself, with not having to like, fix anything up. I was wondering, with knowing how to freestyle at such an early age, did that help with like talking to girls when you were younger?
I mean, it depends, because freestyling is one of those things where you have to be in a certain zone. So still, if I'm looking at a girl and I'm not, it might not go the right way.
Girls aren't really impressed by like rap skills. You gotta like win some shit or like be like, you know what I mean?
No, but
Get on
I
the
mean
radio.
like just feeling comfortable, like speaking to a girl that you just meet. Like a lot of guys get stuck and have nothing to say, but if you a freestyler, that means
I mean, the one thing that used to get me in trouble when I was a kid that I just learned to make it my advantage now is my mouth, because obviously I used to just say whatever I wanted to because I would think fast on my feet. I wound up into wild fights because of it. But as I got older, I used it for the right thing. So, I mean, I always can figure out something to say.
DNA, man. Most viewed battle rapper on the internet. He has a new mixtape, the Silver Cup mixtape. He said he was a logical dude since his youth. And so he got the mixtape hosted by who?
You said posted?
Hosted. Who's
hosted? Oh, it's hosted by DJ Logical.
You see what I mean?
That's hilarious. That was a good one. Swear you should be a rapper.
You see that?
You should be a rapper. That was a punchline. That was crazy.
You
had me lost for a second.
Yeah, well, I was
He would have got you if that was a battle.
That was a battle. I just won. I just beat DNA in a battle. All right. I want to play. Damn, what I want to play first. I'm gonna play Animal Instincts first.
All right.
Okay. Talk about Animal Instincts.
All right, Animal Instincts. I mean, the real name of the track, we named it the actual track when I sent the file, but the real name of the track is supposed to be. Okay. And it's produced by Havoc, but it's a remake of the actual Animal Instinct track that him and
okay, so you
Prodigy
just called the track. Okay, supposed to be. Okay.
Yeah, supposed to be. So basically that track is just like, for a while, it felt like, sometimes even in battle rap, just period, like I feel like I was underrated or not getting the recognition that I should. But now, God bless with all the things that's been happening, coming up here, doing a Doomsday Cypher, being on Funk Flex, going with Jermaine Dupri to the rap game.
He just came from the rap game, and he did one of the episodes, and they did a battle. It was you and who else?
It was me, Charlie Clips, Calico, Arsenal, and John John and Don put it all together. So shout out to John John. And we were on there being mentors. So we all had signed the kid, and we had to train them to get ready to battle as part of the competition.
Man. Yo, shout out to Jermaine.
Yeah, shout out to
He's
Jermaine
killing it with that show, man. I love that show. Okay, so what was it? What did it mean to have a original Queens representative like a legend produce this for you? I know y'all know each other, but Mobb Deep, come on, man.
Yeah, that was crazy because I'm sure you're gonna ask me about that later, but just to touch on it real quick, the whole Silver Cup, every song on there is remade by a legendary sample from a legendary Queens artist song. Okay, so. I had did Shook Ones over, and then I had reached out to Havoc to be in the video, and then after that, I was like, not that I forgot, but it just came. I'm like, yo, he's a producer. Maybe I should ask him if he could do a beat. And when I asked him, he was like, yeah, and then he sent it, and I was like, yo,
it's that simple.
It's crazy. I mean, in my mind, it didn't seem like it was gonna be that simple, but yeah, when I asked, he said, yeah, sent me the beat like 3 days later. Went to the studio and. Yeah.
There it is. Sway in the morning. You want to talk with DNA? 888-742-3345. Call us. Come on. Sway in the morning, Shade 45. This is a good one right here. The Silver Cup mixtape hosted by DJ Logical. DNA is here, man.
He is.
Okay, so let's talk about the theme of the Silver Cup mixtape. What is the concept behind it?
All right. The concept of the Silver Cup mixtape is, some people won't be familiar, but in Long Island City, Queens, it's Silver Cup Studios, which is one of the biggest production places in New York City. They shot Sopranos, Sex and the City, Godfather, Gangs in New York. Oh, wow. So I just feel like in terms of Queens, nobody really that did a project touched on that. It's usually City Field, where the Mets play, or it's the Globe. So I'm like, let me try something different, and then that's where I got the name from. And then I chose that name because, like I said, all the tracks on there are sampled by legendary Queens artists. So I had to keep everything in the all with the Queens feel. So the name is from Queens, the tracks is from Queens. And I did all that because I just feel like my first project coming out, since I've been a battle rapper, it should be with me captivating where I'm from before I start trying to take over, you know what I'm saying, something else. So I just felt like let me start at Queens because that's where my story started at. And then as I continue to go, I'm going to,
Expand on that.
See,
That's a nice concept right there.
Yeah, I was curious about because I saw the cover of the Silver Cup Studios of the mixtape. It made me wonder, like, are you a big movie fan? And you explained you know a lot about the sound stages and what was filmed there and everything. So give me like your top 5 crime movies. You know, Goodfellas or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, Goodfellas, Godfather. I'm a former gambler, so Casino. One of my favorites. Yeah, Gangs in New York. I'm trying to think of about a 5th one. I don't know. Crime movies. I'm more like I really like comedy movies, but if a crime movie comes on, like Casino is still kind of funny, but it's not so.
There's funny moments, but
it's funny moments,
real
but
as
it's a
hell.
serious movie.
Since you're teaching us so much about queens, let's just say you have your queen. Where do you take her out there? What are some good like date spots?
In Queens. I mean, if you like Spanish food, it's nothing. Where I'm from Corona, so in Corona, you know, shout out to my Dominicans. It's nothing but Spanish food, so it's places out there, yeah, like Polanco's, all type of stuff. Yeah, it's like this Chinese restaurant that they make Spanish and Chinese food.
Okay,
but all of it is good though.
Okay. DNA is.
A lot of people won't get that. They'll be like, what?
Yeah, it sounds weird, but
plantains are mighty good.
Mike Muse, you seem fascinated by his story. Mike Muse does our political news. He works in and around the president and many of them. Yeah. And but yeah, you want to ask him or something?
Yeah, it's interesting you picked that up. I've really been amazed by your openness and how you talked about it. And you're very introspective, it seems like, in terms of how you look at your gap, in terms of your ability to freestyle. But I had a question, though, about your selling of drugs. And I love how you talked about that characteristic because you almost humanized the drug game to a certain extent. A lot of individuals feel that way. But then you decided to use a different path. What would you say to youth who feel in that position where they're stuck and their only option is to sell drugs? Like, how do they find a way out of that, to flip the narrative on that?
I mean, to me, it's all like with anything. Like with gambling with me, it's like I couldn't stop doing that until I wanted to. So I have friends, you know, I'm not going to say who because I'm incriminating, but it's people that are still in the streets. And then, you know, I always try to tell them, like, look, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to do this. Look where I came from. But it's a difficult situation because unless I have another alternative, it's like, what can I tell you?
Right.
If you haven't never finished school or you did finish school, even with the economy right now, you have no job, I want to tell you, yo, man, you're bugging for doing that, but what alternative do I have for you? If I don't say, yo, well, this way you could get A and B this fast so you can cover this bill on this day, it's kind of like, well, until I have that, man, I'm going to keep throwing it in your ear, but it's kind of, you know, on the flip side, I understand it too. Me being logical, I want to say, because for me, I'm willing to take the chances. Like, if I went broke right now and I got picked up for no battles or no nothing, I still wouldn't revert to that because I believe in God and I believe in my skill. But I can't make everybody be me. Like, I'm a risk taker, so I'll take the risk of, yo, I know something's going to come through. I know I don't have to go to that to reach my goal. But somebody else may feel like, yo, man, my luck ain't as good. Or, you know, people say luck, but people's faith in God sometimes is not that strong for them to wait. You know,
Bingo.
God tests you in all type of ways. He wants to see how fast you'll give up before you get it. That's why only certain people get it, because sometimes people think at that last second, right before it's all about to happen, you go, man, I'm done waiting. I'm about to do this. And if you would have just waited that one more second, it would have came. So I can't. It's hard for me to.
But what he said is, I believe in God, and people believe in what they believe in. But you believe in yourself and your skill.
Yeah.
And so to me, I think that's the loudest message you could give anybody is I believe in myself and my skill where I don't have to revert to that. And through your actions and your accomplishment, I think that's how you set an example. Like,
yeah.
And so it's not a whole lot you could say to somebody unless you're paying their bills.
That's basically what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Like, all I say is, yo, if you believe it's it, because in my mind, I don't believe anything is whack. Like, anybody there's no such thing as whack music because somebody likes it.
Yeah.
So if you're going to stick with whatever you're going to stick with and put the hard work in, the hard work is always going to beat the talent. Now it's the choice if you want to put in the hard work or do you just want to say you want? Because there's a lot of people that say I want to be a rapper, or say I want to be an entertainer, or say I want to be a basketball player. But do you really? Do you understand the steps and the things that you take? Like, not trying to be funny, being a rapper, that's why most rappers are single, because just with all the stuff that you do, a woman sometimes doesn't trust you, or they're not strong enough to just understand the things that you have to do to get where you have to get.
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
DNA, man. Giving up game here.
I love everything.
I'm going to go to the phone lines real quick. But you had a quick question, Tracy? Go ahead.
Yeah, well,
I like your questions.
when we think about like the immediate image of a battle rapper, I think a lot of folks just seem to believe that very hyper masculine, very much like a Hulk. And I know we've been learning a lot about your logical side, but as far as your emotional side, like, do you like R&B music? Like, what is the softest side? When was the last time you cried? Give us a little bit of a tour.
Damn.
Last time you cried.
Not trying to be funny. I would like to say that I'm somebody that as I got older, I learned not to wear my emotions on my sleeve because the business and the people that I'm around and being a battle rapper. I mean, if you take everything to heart, you wouldn't be like that. But when if I ever really get really mad,
You cried at a battle and shit.
nah, I would never cry at a battle. But if it's somebody close to me and we're having a real argument and I'm really, really upset, then it's more tears of anger than tears of me being sad or something. But not really that. I mean, I listen to R&B and to me, I just feel like battle rap is like therapy. Like when you go to a therapist or you speak all the problems you have in a battle, it's like on those time minutes, you get to express everything you want, anything you've been angry about. That's the rage that you get to bring out. So, I mean, like I said, that's why I felt like I should start doing music, because being a battle rapper, like as you say, it's only showing one side of somebody. So you're only getting to see, I guess, the angry side. So it's like, it's more to it than that.
The
So.
Silver Cup mixtape. But let me ask you, and then we're going to play another song, but has there ever been a line that someone said to you that got under you? Like, what was the line that got under your skin most?
For me, like, because I'm a, I would like to say like a lyrical type of rapper. People saying punchlines never bother me, because if it's a good line to me, I'm like,
That was pretty
shit,
dope.
why I ain't think of it?
Yeah.
So, but I would like to say the situation with my father. Like, there's one dude that I battled, Disaster. Matter of fact, we was cool after because he came up here. But in the moment when he said it, I just like I told people before that, like, if somebody mentioned my father, I don't think it would bother me. But then hearing it the way he was, like, that stuff like that would get to me.
It got under your skin.
Yeah.
And then we had them both up here, right?
Yeah, but I mean, it was just for the moment. Like, I'm like, yo, you really taking it there? Yeah.
Right.
Then after that, I was just like, you know what? It's a battle, so I'm not gonna hold on to it.
All right,
we-
so sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
Because we've had the conversation about certain things being off limits and whether it's cool or not. So do you feel like anything is fair game?
Like when Drake took the shot at Kid Cudi in that one song.
Bullshit.
That's nothing. Okay.
What about Kanye though?
Which
With
one?
Wiz Khalifa bringing up the kids.
I mean, see, it all depends on the person. Like me, I feel like I'm not gonna ever speak on somebody that can't defend themselves. So I'm never gonna talk about the dead because they can't respond for
When
themselves.
Troy
Troy
Ave
Ave.
called up and talked about Joey Badass and his friend that committed suicide.
Yeah, and I'm not going to talk about kids because I feel like kids have nothing to do with this. If I'm directing something at you, it's at you. I mean, your girl,
She
she's
could
a
get
target.
it. Yeah.
But you and your girl, that's
Yeah.
it. Because I feel like it's adults. You know what I'm saying? But your kids or somebody that died or your grandma, your mom's, like, that's not my style. Like, I feel like I'm...
That's kind of corny, though.
Yeah.
That's like a cheap.
Yeah, as
It
a
is, yeah.
just being as a person, I feel like I'm good enough not to have to use stuff like that. But
like-
it's still no rules because
It's a battle.
It's a battle.
Okay, we're gonna play on Shook Ones, and then does that need explanation?
I mean, nah, not really.
Okay, here it is.
Self-explanatory.
But you know what? DNA looked at me, and I looked at him, and he looked at me, and we looked at each other 5 times, and I thought 5 fingers of death.
Oh,
And DNA was like, "Yeah, let's make it a Queen's theme."
Yeah.
We're going to come back with a Queens-themed 5 Fingers of Death and take your phone calls, 888-742-3345.
This ain't no such thing as halfway crew.
Yeah, that's my man DNA right there.
Yep.
He sent me that clip. I like him because you always keeping me on point.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
appreciate that. I see you putting in the investment. I look at that. For real. I know you're real with it, but I like what you were saying in that, too. What was that when you sent me that? That was...
I mean, yeah, that was just really what was on my mind. I see a lot of people, I got great response off of it, but some people was just saying like, oh, DNA, Hillary's not that much better, but that wasn't like my point. Like in the whole track, I was never saying I was going for either one.
Yeah.
I was just saying the things that that this guy's standing for. I just don't personally agree with it. But when you get into politics, That's just a never-ending argument.
Right.
Yeah, that's
because
how he makes his
You're
living.
gonna,
man.
you know what I'm saying? You're gonna have one person say one thing and say another, and I still feel like I held back because I just feel like sometimes there's certain stuff people are just not ready to hear.
Yeah.
Like even my grandma, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's my grandma. But when I start telling her stuff like, it may be a weather machine and the government may control when it snows, she's like, you're crazy. What are you talking? So, even though she's older, but when I see that, I just see that's how a lot of people are, because when you're watching the news and they're putting this in your mind, what I'm saying to you is like something that you're never hearing or seeing. So it's like far-fetched. Like, Eric might have had too much to drink, but I'm in my right mind. But,
Right.
so a lot of stuff I wasn't saying on that track either, because I just feel like, Donald Trump is just the first person that ran for president that's vocal about the things that he's trying to do. But I always feel like with anybody, anytime somebody's going to do something that is detrimental to you, they're not going to tell you. So don't worry about what he's saying. Worry about what he's not telling you that he's going to do, it, which is going to be the most devastating things. Because I feel like everything he's saying, he was just, marketing. It's all marketing because it's a business. So me throwing these things out here, now I'm going to have people believe I'm actually going to do it. So I'm going to get the vote. I don't necessarily believe all the stuff he's saying he's going to do. But he's going to do some things that he's not even going to tell people. Yeah. That's just going to slide that in
you
there.
just put
and
Mike
like,
Muse
wow.
out of business right there, man. Mike, sorry. DNA is going to do political news every Wednesday for us.
I would be mad losing my job to this guy. But with that being said, though, are you, because you're very astute when it comes to politics and you have an opinion on this, are you concerned about putting politics in your music, or do you think that is something that artists should do, seeing the state of affairs of our country?
I mean, yeah, definitely. I feel like when you have a voice, you definitely should speak on it, because with anything, just like with my music, I'm not going to make everybody a fan of my music. So if I do something speaking my opinion on politics, I know I'm not going to convert everybody, but you can convert somebody. So I feel like you should always give your message so people can hear your thoughts on it, because when you have a voice, people want to know what you think. And I feel like sometimes when people have that and they don't speak on it, it's like you're just, not that you're wasting it, but like we was just talking off air about Kanye West. And I was saying, even the crazy shit that he did up here, it's like I still respect him because he's one of those dudes that speak his mind no matter what.
Passionate.
Yeah, it's some people that will hold back. And even if I don't agree with what he's saying, it's still like I respect the fact, because now, and in this day and age, it's like what's politically correct. Yeah. So you might not say what's really in your mind because it could jeopardize this or mess up this. And in some instances, I say, he's braver than me, because I know I probably, he's running on stage with Taylor Swift. In his mind, Beyonce deserved it, but I don't think I would have did that. So it's like I respect him for doing it.
Yeah. DNA is here, and a new project is called the Silver Cup Mixtape is out this Friday. Something to listen to on your holiday weekend. We already played 2 bangers. We got Mike on the line from Louisiana. What up, Mike?
Why, hello, Mike.
What up with everybody, man?
Word. What up, man?
I'm rolling up a blunt this morning, Skay.
Yes, sire.
Holiday season.
What you want to say to DNA, man? Go ahead.
Oh, DNA, I like your new music, man. What you think about the rap game right now?
I mean, right now I feel like, the rap game, I think it's in a weird place, but, I accepted it. Like, for a while, like 5 years ago, I'll probably be like, everything on the radio is whack. But once I started accepting that, this is not hip-hop, this is music that people are going to dance to, it started, all right, cool, I could appreciate it because I'm not putting that in the hip-hop category. So, now I just be like, all right, I understand how they make the records, and I say, you know what? Certain people that are super lyrical or are considered, one of those, they can't do that type of stuff and they can't do what we do. So I appreciate it because it's,
There it is, Mike.
Still the art.
Mike, you a citizen, man. Hey, pick up his mixtape, Mike. You can make it on air. You got to get that mixtape.
Definitely.
Greg, what up?
Greg.
Is it Greg?
G.
Kyle, what's line 3's name? I don't know. You spelled the Grweg.
Zach.
I assumed it was Greg. Is it Greg?
Yes, it is. What's up, Sway?
Okay, Greg. Greg's in
How
Cali.
y'all doing?
Good, man.
Good. Tracy G, what's good with you?
Hey, Bo, I'm chilling.
Greg,
Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up with me getting on that B16 list? What's good with that, Tracy?
What?
What's happening right now?
Yo, DM her, Greg. Hey, but what about DNA? You got a question for him?
Yo, DNA, man, No 6 just happened this past Sunday, man. I was curious about Daylight.
Yeah.
Why the hell did he back out? That nigga is so full of fucking antics, it pisses me off. But why did he back out of this event? Did you get all your money? Did you slap him in the fucking face? What happened?
Nah. I got paid all my money, so once I got paid all my money, if he shows or not, I'm straight.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Daylight is like a troll. Daylight just does stuff for attention. So
Taking the shit on stage.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Sway supports the hell out of him for some reason.
You said what?
Sway supports him though for some reason. I don't.
Hey, man.
Oh man, no, Daylight came up here. We had a good conversation. Matter of fact, go on Sway's Universe. We had a good conversation.
I mean,
and he talked about his antics.
Yeah. I mean, don't get it to like I said. I don't knock anybody. I just wouldn't do the things he does to get, get popular. Like, it was a time and place that people don't know when Daylight used to really rap and really try, and he got nowhere.
Yeah.
So in his mind, I was saying, I was saying earlier, when people don't believe in God and faith, he didn't. So he reverted to selling his soul. And, he became popular. I mean, salute to him.
God damn.
I'm not knocking him. I'm just saying that's not something I would do. But, you know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at, Sway, because at the end of the day, a lot of people nowadays are trolls, and a lot of people do stuff Daylight does for attention. So I don't knock it, but I just say for me, I would never go out of my character or be something that I'm not just for somebody to accept me. You got to accept me for who I am.
He just shut down 90% of the entertainment game right there. Right there. DNA is here, man. The project is the Silver Cup mixtape, man. This has been a really good conversation with you, man.
Yeah.
Give him a round of applause for his openness. And listen, one of the most viewed battle rapper YouTube has ever seen, the internet has ever. Give him a round of applause for that. Starting off biting Lloyd Banks lyrics and then that got him to where he is. Give him a round of applause for that.
Right.
Loving his grandmother, his family.
Right. Doing his
Battle
research.
tested, battle approved, good guy, political view, cares about his craft, believes in himself, from Queens. And with all of those things stacked in his favor, ladies and gentlemen, none of them matter when you enter the valley of the hyenas. You know what time it is.
Many have tried.
I'm the best. This is just another chance for me to prove it.
But many have failed.
Give me some hip hop.
It's the 5 fingers of death.
Yeah, DNA. You ain't no stranger to the show. You know what it means to be up here on Sway in the morning on Shade 4 or 5, man. The premier platform for MCs in the world, ladies and gentlemen. The one and only DNA. 5 fingers of death. Representing Queens and Queens only. One to drop that first beat on them. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you gotta go to the OGs, baby.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm ready.
CMC.
Look. Life is what you make it, and I mean that shit careless. Moving like Bueller, skip class like Ferris. Stabbing them, Kim Kardashian if they dare us. Means you'll get robbed if I show you where to Paris. Always been a student, but the truants never scared us. Never been the coolest, but the flyest and the rarest. Always made maneuvers so the losers wasn't theirs. Always been the bluest, so the losers wasn't theirs. Hit my team in the jiffy if they in need of a blicky. And even on cam, I be keeping it Jimmy. These young guns, the Chris and me for the city. The way the mill on his beanie, think we beefing in Philly. Yeah, we riding where that sucker stay. Like who wanna play? Cause we ain't gonna turn the cheek or look the other way. Got my shooter on speed dialers, gunner spray. He got popping off the ooze like he young and May. Wait, they got me going off the top. And I won't stop till Corona's getting props. I'ma drop him like Muhammad, he'll be going in the box. Those are balls, but I could bring some more like The Rock. I feel like my V, I punch at a high meter. A couple of these jabs, knowing the idea. Your future's in my hands, mind reader. I handle every issue with the mag, Don Diva. The Mac could give him probs, Dolly. Or the axe to do the job, Foley. Say the noise, this with your baby boy, Jody. I'm tired of it, about the fire sticks, Cody. And check them off the bucket list. Now they say they all down. Got Atlanta jersey, that's cause the Hawk round. They don't never wanna see it for the past change. Just came off the plane from shooting rap game. Now these dudes think they rhyming it tough. I put a bunch of holes in you like you Shia LaBeouf. Yeah, see they thinking cause they iller for me. They Kanye with Jay, don't get the killers for me. But I've been iller for me, knowing that they get it hot. Niggas really want beef, then we'll lick a shot. I'm the illest plot, knowing that I'm spitting hot. Right now we on Sway, they like this shit is hot. I'm killing it, showing them that I'm a lyricist. These dudes all washed up and they can't spit this shit. 5 fingers of death, they want a gum. Most of these dudes can't get it off
They selling they soul,
now they think
DNA.
they iller. They all been a singer. Since we using 5 fingers, I get the finger. Well, I give it to them, nigga, they don't trust you. You don't like my freestyle, and I'm like, fuck you. Yeah, I'm right now, we gotta give it up. On Friday, on that Piff, get the Silver Cup. Yeah, that's cause I'm reppin' Queens. They like right now, DNA's the best with schemes. Most viewed, that's why they say I'm cool. They look at me right now like, damn, he that dude. Always murdered ink, so I never let y'all rule. Looking right now like y'all fools, I'm styling on them. I'm freestyling plus I'm wildin' on them.
Come on, baby.
I got more sway. We can do this shit half or all day. I would've killed daylight in broad day. In front of his broad day in all play. Now they seeing right now, they try to talk sway. They all gay, they all whack, they all say. Shooter on them before right now, they yeah. But I can keep going though. Freestyling off the top, I be flowing though.
Talk to him.
Now they see me cause I'm wildin', freestyling. They like, yo, Darius smiled them. Feeling like I get her. I show you that I'm sicker. I've been on point with the blazer, Damian Lillard. These other dudes out, shit, they never go to killer. I'm where Wolves is at, that's Mike Jack and Thriller. Told you a hater, foreign shooter pager. And all my niggas willing to set it off like Jada. They been had them lasers, they know that they'll hate ya. If this beef nigga, the rest will get it, AC Slater. Yeah, cause they been saving it well. AC Slater, you ain't saved by the bell. I've been doing more shit. These niggas wanna talk shit. Right now I'm feeling like I'm Zach Morris. But these niggas, they never doubt me. I still got the long nose like Kelly Kapowski. Nah, I met Jesse. These niggas never test me. They hurt you, they crop up in their shell like Lisa Turtle. But nah, I'm the beast. Rhyming on the beat, and after I pull off with the car, you mix or it screech. Yeah, these niggas right now, them shells ring. And when I'm shooting at them, that's before the bell ding. Yeah, freestyling off the top. They like right now, damn, we flowing hot. Man, I know I'm killing this. Right now, I came through with the illest shit. 2 days away. Yeah. 2 days away. I mean, I'm freeming right now, you claim it. When it's freestyling like that lady in the video, you name it. I don't got the greens, beans, potatoes. And I don't got the yams, hams, or tomatoes. I'm just freestyling right now the gay, so I'm on my queen shit like 50 Banks and Yayo. I'm all about the bread, these niggas, they know they play so. You drugged off the rock out the game, OJ Mayo. I'm feeling like the game slow. Now these niggas Ayo. Can't mold the game together, they need Play-Doh.
Yeah, can you talk about Queen MCs?
What you mean?
Freestyle and Queen MCs?
Queen's MCs?
Yes, Queen rappers.
Okay, yeah.
Walk them up the track.
Alright. Ayo Flex right now, it's a 3 to 10. Noriega and Capone, you gon' CNN. I've been wildin' off the top when I grip the heat. A bunch of lost boys, we shoot but we miss the cheek. I be wildin' right now when I rhyme slow. About them Jacksons like Curtis, call 5-0. These niggas say thanks. I'm always with them niggas that withdraw, don't chase banks. Been about the bread for the pesos. Always in Queens, so my niggas got the yayo. Yeah, these niggas TNT. I can make a rev run with DMC. I'm a GMC. Just last year on BET. Clip said he came from EBT. Now we flying off the world on them. Yeah.
Yo, DNA, hold up, roll up.
Damn, I lost my son. Yo, I've been around the best freestylers in the world in my career.
You have.
I have. From Craig G to Supernatural to Juice, Idea. I've been around some of the best freestylers in the world. And when I do my top 10 off the top list, DNA is definitely going to be on that list. That was nice, man.
Good looking.
That was nice, bro.
Good looking, Sweat.
That was nice, man.
The Saved by the Bell shit.
Good looking.
I don't even know how you remember their names.
Right.
Wow. Saved by the Bell. That's talent right there, man. Give it up for DNA, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Tell people how they can follow you on social media, bro. Hit them up on, all citizens, hit them up. This is why you pay for SiriusXM.
On Twitter, DNA_GTFOH. Instagram, DNA GTFOH. Gmail, bookdnanow@gmail.com. And Dat Piff Friday. Make sure y'all download the Silver Cup.
There it is, man. My man DNA, man. Congratulations, brother.
Appreciate it, man.
That's true talent. Hip hop is alive.
Yeah.
Play the MC Sham beat in there too, man.
That's definitely old school.
That's old school. Terminology is coming up next with Static Selector, Sway in the Morning, Shade 45.
It's Sway in the Morning, only
on Shade 45.